The following is an independently produced community access program. The viewpoints expressed are those of the community access producer and do not reflect those of Shaw Cable Systems. The program is presented in response to CRTC policy guidelines regulating community programming.
Welcome viewers to tonight's Shaw TV broadcast of the Canada West regular season matchup between the UVic Vikes and the Saskatchewan Huskies. Centennial Stadium is the venue, and it's a beautiful September evening here in Victoria. My name is Graham Took, and I'll be on play-on-play. Right next to me here on color is Mark DeFrias.
Thanks, Graham. I'm looking forward to this match tonight. It's going to be a great game with two strong teams.
The Vikes are buoyed after last night's 1-0 win over number 1 ranked U of A Golden Bears.
Absolutely. It was a great match. The team played extremely well, and they were able to nip in a quick goal on a PK from Craig Gorman. That gave them the W. It's very important for that.
This season they've been struggling to find their identity so far. What can Bruce do to change that? Well,
you know what? Bruce needs to find a composed lineup that can really produce the goods for them, and obviously he knows what he needs to do. He needs to play a game that's back to the basics, and the players know that they need to do that as well, and once they do that, they'll be back to their winning ways.
Obviously, they have to start moving up the standings as the Vikes currently sit in third in the Pacific Division with a record of 3-3-1, whereas their opponents tonight, Saskatchewan Huskies, are top of their Prairie Division with a record of 5 wins, 1 tie, no losses.
Absolutely, and it looks like the UVic Vikes here have an opportunity. Obviously, the Prairie Division with the Huskies there, they had a couple easier games against Mount Royal and UNBC, so they have a real opportunity today to capitalize and get the goals and hopefully get the W so that they can get the 3 points and create some space with them in University of Fraser Valley.
Saskatchewan's high on confidence and have a lot of good players. Who are yours to watch?
I would say Dion Morgan and Brett Levi for sure.
Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned. The kickoff is just around the corner. Welcome back, folks. We're moments away from kickoff. We're going to start with the lineups here for Saskatchewan Huskies. In goal, Mark Dicko, Ryan Contenti, Scott Malik, Brandon Holmes, Dion Morgan, Mitchell Bosch, Brett Levi, Troy Patroluk, Sam Millimok, Matthew Gillott, Divine Ebison. Coach of the University of Saskatchewan Huskies is Bryce Chapman in his 9th season. Moving swiftly over to the University of Victoria Vikes. In goal, Elliot Matrew, Gavin Barrett, Michael Abbey, Toshi Hayashi, Craig Taylor, Nico Mavrikos, Adam Plantinga, Dave Adams, Andrew Ravenhill, Dominic Colantino, Sam Pretty. Bruce Wilson is the coach in his 25th season, an incredible achievement.
Absolutely, fantastic. Bruce has been with us for a long time here. Obviously, last season we talked about it in the pregame. They won the CIS National Championships here on home soil. A fantastic affair, Graham. Obviously, me and yourself were there. We enjoyed it. The fans here in the community enjoyed it. And we're looking forward to watching this team grow together and hopefully win another championship very soon.
Hopefully we can see them get back to winning ways soon. Like last year was amazing during the CIS Nationals. Well, unfortunately tonight we don't have our MVP, Cam Hundall, in the lineup.
No, he's going to be sitting on the bench today. It looks like Bruce Wilson is going to be resting some of his starters that played yesterday evening against the University of Alberta Golden Bears. He's going to be playing with a lot of his rested backup players like Dominic Colantino and Adam Plantinga and Nico Mavrikos. But these boys are very skillful players, Graham, and they're going to be able to produce right away.
That they are. Everything's getting closer now. We're just going through the lineups. The referees for tonight is Dan Greco, assistants Robert Itzy and Jonathan Itzy. The 4th official is Gust Aretha.
We're there to bring it home. Shaw TV, your local voice.
The teams have made their way out into the field. They're all lined up. Referees are checking the nets. Mark, before the game, how about you take us through Saskatchewan's best players?
Yeah, actually, we were talking about this earlier today. Obviously, we have to be watching number 10. There you see him bouncing around, just waiting for the pass from his teammate, Brett Levi. He's got 5 goals and 5 assists on the season. He's been a fantastic player for them all year. Definitely someone that Bruce Wilson would have spoken about to his players before the match started and told them to keep an eye out for. The other player will be Dion Morgan. He's a 5th-year veteran for the Saskatchewan Huskies. Played very well for him, very physical, plays in the center of the park, controls the play, and dictates the pace of play for their team. So definitely two players that Bruce Wilson will be looking out for today.
The game's taken off now, and Saskatchewan have made it into Victoria's end. Gillot to throw. Adeso within the corner, but he's well marked by the UVic guys. They get rid of it. Not far enough. Adeso. Big clearance. Mark, well, the game slowed down. How about telling us the key to the game for UVic tonight?
Absolutely. In speaking with Bruce Wilson earlier today, it was pretty funny when I asked him what the keys to the match were. He was pretty simply put it that the fact of the matter is the more goals you score and the less you concede.
It's not a bad way to think about things, is it?
I think he's absolutely correct. So at the end of the day, he knows that he's got to put high pressure on this team, make sure that the number 10 that we spoke about, Brett Levi, doesn't have control of the game. And if he can contain that and get their quick opportunities and play basic soccer, it looks like he's pretty confident they'll walk away with a W tonight.
That's the kind of approach that brings you big championships here, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and we saw one last year, and we want to see one again.
Hayashi moves it up. Good battle in the middle there. Abiso chasing it down, and he's managed to wriggle it off.
Great little play there from Craig Taylor. Very strong player in the middle of the park.
Playing across the back here with Saskatchewan. Trying the 1-2, goes too long.
This is the fun part of the game where they feel each other out a little bit, try to find their little weaknesses, and hopefully by that point they'll be able to see where the opportunities lie.
Mm-hmm. There's Levi there, the man you were talking about, Mark. Big boot to nowhere there from Adam Platinga. Dion Morgan, another of the top players we talked about earlier. For me, Abiso seems to have a good touch on the ball so far. He's getting right into it early, getting lots of touches.
Absolutely.
A few step overs to nowhere, though.
I've done a few of those in my life, Graham.
Yeah, we've seen them plenty.
You know, it's interesting here. Bruce is playing, we mentioned this before, he's resting his stars, and the reason he said that was that the opportunity to rest some players was one of the reasons they were able to get so far in the CIS Nationals. Having that opportunity to play a team on the Friday and then play a whole different squad on the Saturday where the opposition team would have already played 90 minutes and be still the same team tired on the road. So,
exactly. This could be a great chance to rest. Like we talked about Saskatchewan maybe not being as strong as they look on paper, but so far they're definitely making roads inwards. Wayward cross just goes over Mitru's goal there. And out for a goal kick.
Elliot Mitru has had a fantastic match yesterday against the University of Alberta Golden Bears, made some crucial saves that really gave Bruce and the rest of the squad an opportunity to win the game. Elliot also, over the summer months, plays for the Victoria Highlanders Football Club, which is the local PDL team here in Victoria, and was named one of the 2012 All-Stars in that league. So he's a quality player, and you'll look to him to be leading the back line for the UVic Vikes tonight.
Such a consistent performer. Never seems to be fazed by anything that comes his way.
Absolutely.
Whether it be for the Highlanders or the UVic Vikes.
Or the UVic Vikes.
That too. Levi getting on the ball. Abiso back in that corner. Getting hassled and wins the free kick. Could be a potentially dangerous one here. We'll see how they are in the air now.
As you can see, folks, here in the TV, we got Danny Greco running the middle of the park as a referee today. Danny having a little tough go at it as we speak because he's got a little bit of a cold. So battling it through to be the referee for the game tonight, and obviously a very nice man to boot.
Levi tried to swing in the free kick there, but didn't make it past the first defender. I would imagine there's a lot more to come from him in this game. Looking to get into the 18-yard box. Looked like, got a deflection there for a corner kick. First of the game for UVic.
That was a great play by Sam Pretty. I mean, he's a very good player. It's his first year with the UVic Vikes. He's going to create that opportunity for them down the wing. And if he can keep doing things like he's doing there by whipping the ball in, getting a touch out, that it gives this UVic Vikes squad an opportunity at a corner kick, it's even better.
Ball is whipped into the near post. Collected on the edge. Another ball in. Again, doesn't make it past the first defender. Ball's cleared into touch. Saskatchewan throwing. Playing up front today for UVic, Nico McVrikos. That's a new one.
Yeah, Nico is actually coming back from playing in previous years for the Western Mustangs. So he took a year off of CIS football. He's come back and joined the UVic Vikes this year. Local resident of Victoria, born and raised, went to St. Michael's University. And then afterwards, he is now playing for us, obviously. He also played against us, Graham, as you'll recall, last year for Hellas FC in Division 3 of the Vancouver Island Soccer League. So very good player back then, especially in such a low-caliber league like we play in.
Yeah,
but
we've seen his dangers for sure. Definitely very skillful on the ball.
One of those players you always have to watch, for sure. And we saw him, Dimitri, his father, from Romeo's Pizza, sitting inside the grandstand watching him play today. Very happy father to see his son starting.
Ball's played across the top there by Dia Morgan. Too easy for Matru, though, in goal. Matru always looking to play out of the back there. Likes to play it on the ground.
Absolutely, and that's actually a game plan from Bruce. I had an opportunity to sit in there at the start of the match. He's looking for Mitru to help deliver a proper ball to one of the outside fullbacks and or find that open midfielder. He doesn't want to see us just give up possession, which obviously not very...
Yeah, he's looking to definitely make Saskatchewan run here. Hopefully tire for the second half.
Absolutely.
And maybe hit them hard. Long ball over the top there from Ravenhill. UVic with the throw in the final third of the field.
Another player that we spoke about earlier today that's not starting, Cam Hundle. There's a player that's always very, very exciting,
Extremely dangerous.
Especially when he's playing alongside his dynamic duo buddy, Craig Gorman. I mean, those two together play an amazing brand of football. It's exciting to watch. The fans love it, keeps them on their feet. And really, at the end of the day, it would be a lovely, lovely day if we could see those
Get them out there for sure.
Come out again, yeah.
Hopefully Bruce brings out the big guns at some point if the scores stay tied for too long.
Yeah, I'm sure that's actually part of the plan, eh? Get these team tired, Saskatchewan Husky, in the first 45 minutes. Then in the second half, look to come and bring on his big guns. I think that's obviously a tactic that Bruce probably has in mind for the evening.
Mm-hmm. I guess we'll definitely get to see what Saskatchewan are made of if they can live up to their high expectations of sitting top in the Prairie Division.
It's a tough one, though, when you look at that team. Because when you really think about it, and we spoke about this too, they played Mount Royal twice.
Yeah.
They played UNBC. And the game against the Winnipeg Westmen, well, technically speaking, Winnipeg Westmen won that match. But then after the fact, it was found out that they played an
They fielded
ineligible
it, yeah.
player. And because of that fact, the match was awarded to Saskatchewan. So are they really a 5-0-1 team?
Exactly.
I'm not so
it's
sure.
Very difficult to tell. But it's still early in the season, so lots of hard games coming up for sure.
Absolutely.
There's the main man on the ball, Levi, holding it up really well as the rest of the team gets into play. Abiso battling in the middle. Big clearance from Ravenhill again. Well dealt with the back line.
Yeah, that was Troy Petrilik who knocked that ball out there. Good header, good strong header from him. You know, I'm trying to take a look here and see what formation Saskatchewan Huskies are playing. It looks to me as if they're playing a 4-5-1.
With Levi dropping deep at times.
Yeah, with Levi dropping deep as an advanced playmaker.
Him and Abiso seem to be switching up at times.
Yeah, it's not a true 4-4-2, that's for sure. Obviously, Abiso is going to be playing as their target man.
Yeah, the big guy there for sure. Definitely one to look for with the long balls up top. So far, they seem to have played on the ground, though, more often than not. And a lovely shot there with the outside of his boot.
Wow, that was a fantastic shot
Number
from Andrew Ravenhill, number 17. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that. It was a good crack. Beautiful effort by him.
Correction on that one. I think it was actually our VISL Div 3 compatriot, Nico Mavrikos.
Well, there you go. Even better.
Yeah. Looks to have some shooting boots on him for sure. Ball's bouncing around in the air right now. Out wide with Pretty. UVic win the free kick there as Levi climbs all over David Adams. Andrew Ravenhill looks to switch the play up from the free kick. Well brought down there.
Very good first
Plantinga
touch.
and Hayashi linking up quite nicely on the side, on the right side here. Can he get the ball in though? That's the big question.
He's working hard to do it. He's working hard to do
He's
it.
his man. He puts it in front there. Oh.
Excellent play by Plantinga.
Oh, it definitely. It had a hint of a corner kick there, but the referee here has signaled for a goal kick.
Very, very good play by Toshi Hayashi and Plantinga on the sideline there. Passing a couple 1-2s. Plantinga using his speed to outpace Matthew Gillot, and he got the ball in exactly where he needed to get it. You're right. I thought it actually touched the defender there and should have been a corner kick, but
well,
I'm not the one in the middle.
Yeah.
Leave that for Mr. Greco.
Exactly. I'm sure Bruce will be giving him a good word on the sideline there. Gillot there, number 17, actually had trials with Sheffield Wednesday and Dundee United at one point for the Saskatchewan Huskies. So maybe there's some danger on these fullbacks. Brett Levi unable to control there. Ball comes away with UVic looking to counter. Petrolik. Oh, nice flick on there by Levi. Battling the UVic area. Soft free kick in the middle. UVic will take it all day. Again, they play that long switch ball to Plantinga, who just controls out the air very, very comfortably. The Vikes approaching this game with a lot of long balls.
You know, that's definitely a hallmark of a UVic Vikes brand soccer. Unfortunately for me, who enjoys watching a little bit more passing game, but
not quite the Barcelona you're used to.
Not quite the Barcelona you're used to, but let's be honest, it's an effective style that Bruce has implemented for many years, and this team last year did the same thing. They stifled their opposition, were able to get the ball up front, and walked away as CIS champions. I don't think he can mock a tactic like that after you win the Nationals.
Not at all. Bruce Wilson's is always looking for W's, and at this level, it's fair to say anything's possible.
Absolutely.
It's all about organization. And Bruce Wilson has that in boatloads. Levi tricking his way through the middle. Can he make something happen? Plays it on to Mitchell Bosch. Plantinga making his way up the right side here, giving that Gillot a really hard time. Ball comes in. Where's it going?
Ooh, great opportunity off the crossbar, but it was on the backside of the bar, so they're going to call that out, and it's going to be a little bit of a goal kick here for us moving forward. So, what are you thinking so far, Graham, when you see this team in comparison to last year's squad?
It's obviously a big change, and even just from last night's side, it's they've obviously got a few lineups they can throw out here at any time. So far, I'm really enjoying the link-up play between Hayashi and Platinga on this side.
Yeah, they're really starting to
if they can
play well.
Reach Gorman's heights, then that would be fantastic. Oh, looked for the free man out on the left there, but wasn't able to make it. Andrew Ravenhill showing his qualities as he always runs up and down that left fullback position all day long. The guy has some engine. Ball's out wide here on the right with Hayashi looking to cross it in. Dealt with by the Huskies back line. Some good communication there and gets rid of it properly. As Abiso picks up. It's always a little dangerous there, Mark, to play some clever football in your own third.
It is, but if you have the confidence of it and think you're as skillful as Barcelona, you might be able to get away with it. Obviously, we know that's not usually the case. So
no, I'm sure you'll hear a Rolkin a few times there.
Absolutely.
In your time.
I've never done that, Graham.
No,
what
never.
Are you talking about?
No stepovers. Matru gave a little bit of a difficult ball there to Hayashi, but he's gotten rid of it. The three-man central midfielder there, it's really choking things up and making it difficult for Huskies to play through. Dion Morgan. Gillot. Morgan. Brandon Holmes out on the wing here. Plays it up to Abiso. Can he get it? Oh, he's knocked it out for a goal kick. To the relief of Mitru in his back line there. As we talked about again, quick ball out of the back, playing it short to Ravenhill. Looking for the flick on. Difficult one to take for Craig Taylor. And Abiso just chasing balls all day long.
He's going to be a tired boy at the end of this match.
That's obviously the tactic we're talking about, tiring people out. He might be one of them.
That's a beautiful ball by Levi.
Fantastic cut. Oh, and Unfortunately, the cutback didn't come through for Saskatchewan, but
no, not at all. But see, Graham, that's exactly what we're talking about. Levi is such a dynamic player. He's so skillful on the ball. He has strong vision. So he's already got 5 assists in this league. You know he's going to be looking for those through balls just like he did right there. So we really got to watch him and not give him space, especially around the 25-yard box.
He's always looking for his wingers to link onto something there and get involved in the play. Seems to be the set piece taker too. That ball just whisks by the far post.
Elliot Mitru has dreaming.
I don't know if he knew what was going on there, but they've got off with that one, I think. The back line just seemed all at 6s and 7s.
Petrilik coming all the way from the back line to take the...
Ooh, it cuts through everyone. All it took there was a toe, and it could have had a shot on goal.
It's very rare, Graham, that I've ever seen a center back of a soccer team go take the corner kick in an attacking position, especially an attacking corner. I've never seen that, but that just happened.
That's the beauty about University football. You'll see anything out here.
And Gus Urigas makes it as soon as you said that. Fantastic. There's Gus Urigas, our 4th official for the day.
A legend in about the Victoria community there.
Absolutely. We've all been referees from him at one point in our lives.
I'm sure you've always been nice to him.
You know what? I have nothing but good things to say to that young man.
Plantinga with the cross in. Well, diving header there from Saskatchewan backline.
Although I should add, he was the one who gave me the red card at the end of the season last year.
Oh.
That forced me to miss a few games this year. So
sorry to interrupt you, but Biso is on a mazy run, but just overran it. Should have been looking to bring in some of his other players there, I think.
Absolutely. He's got to be looking to play off himself as a target man. Your #1 role is to bring people into the play. So you acting alone, that's just going to not create any space for anyone else.
And if your teammates don't think they're going to get the ball, they're hardly ever going to join up with an attack with you.
Proudly supporting local TV since 1966. Shaw TV.
Corner kick for the Huskies. Again, Levi heading out there to take charge. We have a replay coming up here. Looked to have come up the UVic guy. While that replay was going on, a corner kick came in. UVic made sure the clearance. They're looking to hit him on the counter now. Pretty out wide on the right, on the left, sorry. Oh, he tried too much there and was...
He's doing very well
dispossessed by Malik. Another switch out to Plantinga. And again, using Hayashi.
David Adams is such a quality player in the middle of the park. Just distributes that ball so well.
Extremely calm on the ball. Knows where the passes are. Oh, possible handball there. Slightly unfortunate. He kind of turned his back on it.
I was just going to say on that last play we missed during the replay, unfortunately, but that ball was crossed in and Mike Abbey was able to head it out and knock it out of the box. So very important for him to win that header and definitely something he'll have to continue to do.
He's looking quite solid so far back there.
Absolutely.
Obviously looking to strike up a partnership.
Yeah, him and Barrett played together many of times, but it's nice to see them out tonight together as well. That wasn't the case yesterday when it was actually Mr. Redpath who started with Barrett in the back line.
Yeah.
So
Redpath's been making names for himself, starting to get into the lineup after really struggling last season. He's obviously been shifted from his usual left back position into the middle, and he seems to be coping admirably with it.
Absolutely. I mean, to be a trusted player for Bruce Wilson and to be able to start in the center back position, that's a key component to Bruce, as you know, who's also a former center back. So he has he understands what you need to do in that position. So if he thinks that Alex Redpath is capable of playing in the center back role, well, you know that you're capable of playing that center back role.
Very true words. Waiting for the ball to get thrown back in there. Switched out wide here on the right. Hayashi and Plantinga making moves. Unfortunate, couldn't quite control it.
Got to be better. That touch needs to be better. At this level, you cannot be allowing a ball like that to run past your feet.
Yeah.
Don't want to be too harsh to young Adam, but that's a ball that he definitely needed to control.
And Bruce won't settle for it very long. A little bit of shuffle there between Mavrikos and Gillot. Referee didn't see nothing of it. Gillot with a long throw. Headed on by Morgan. Drop back to Mitru. Looks long. Taylor collecting in the middle. Oh, looks for that defense splitting pass. He's kept possession. Coming out on the right.
Very well played so far.
Hayashi with a long range effort. Just a foot or so high of the crossbar there.
Super Hayashi with a nice right footer.
Why not? Why not?
Looks like we're going to have another replay here. And you can see Hayashi pick up that ball on the right-hand side, take a nice smooth crack at it, not too far over the net. He's got to make efforts like that. He wants to make a name for himself. Why not, son? Keep going at it.
And why not change it up? Why not change it up? Everyone's expecting the cross there. Try and catch the keeper off guard. Plantinga. Mavrikos all alone up top there. Really no one to flick it onto.
Yeah, it's a tough position to play as a lone striker up front. Looks like that's what's happening right now with Mavrikos. So
oh, lovely play there by Ravenhill. And he's still going so strong on the ball. Great left foot cross. Oh, keeper comes out and punches.
Great opportunity for the team there.
Strong goalkeeping from their goalkeeper there. Dicko. Huge opportunity for the Vikes. Couldn't capitalize. Played out to Pretty on the left. Malik picks it up.
Need to be maintaining possession there, Graham. It's just
it's quite sloppy at times.
It is a little too sloppy. They just need to get the ball, be calm, be composed, find your open man.
It's the balls when they're not under pressure that they're choking up too easily. They get themselves out of trouble, and then it's the simple stuff. Out wide to Ravenhill. Always looking for those overlapping runs. Great control there by Calentino. And he wins the corner.
He's done himself very well there. He's won a corner. That's an excellent play. Super control. Very skillful. Got himself into a good position and just knocked it off Malik for the corner kick. I mean, that's a great play from a young lad.
That's a couple of times he's pushed on from this midfield spot to join up with the attack. His touch has been quite elegant so far. Oh, and he's caught offside there.
Bit surprised that wasn't, sorry about that, a bit surprised it wasn't a corner kick. I didn't realize it was a throw-in.
Oh, true.
Nonetheless, another solid play by Dominic there.
Patroluk heads out to the far corner there to take the free kick, plays it short. Back with Dicko. Morgan in the middle. Seems to be a smart player. Very simple.
And that's all you need in football.
No,
it's a simple passing game.
Very important cog in the Saskatchewan side. Gillette. Levi showing some deft skill there, but again, just overrun it. That final touch, definitely struggling. We've hit the half-hour mark here, and the score is still 0-0 between the UVic Vikes and the Saskatchewan Huskies. Thank you for joining us on this Shaw TV broadcast.
Fantastic little footwork, great control. I mean, that's the stuff
Dancing
you love
by
to watch.
two players there, and then he goes for that through ball that he's always looking for, but unfortunately his teammate wasn't on the same wavelength.
Yeah, quality play there from Mr. Brett Levis. He is a super skillful player.
Look at the replay.
Absolutely. Let's see this. Just controlling it, close quarter touches, skips right past Craig Taylor very easily, then cuts it back. Beautiful touch. Looking for that man, looking for that assist on his through ball pass, Graham, like we've been speaking about. And that's why he has 5 assists, because he is playing some very good passing football.
He almost seems to be doing it on his own there, like he's collecting quite deep. Hopefully he'll start bringing in some of the other teammates, but obviously the runs have to be made. Well, Colantino tried to sneak it away, but couldn't make it. And it's well cleaned up by the UVic defense. Long ball up to Colantino.
So right now the Vikes are sitting in 3rd place. Graham with a 3-3-1 record, 15 goals for, 9 goals against. Obviously we know Saskatchewan, 5 wins, 1 tie in the Prairie Division. They've got 14 goals for, 3 against. We've already spoken about how 3 of those games may be against some weaker opposition. But the fact still remains they are in a very good spot at top position.
And quite a few of those games were at home, so home field advantage obviously proving valuable for Saskatchewan.
Absolutely. The Vikes will need this important 3-point win tonight, as it will create that gap, as we spoke about earlier, that gap between them and the University of Fraser Valley, who are sitting in 4th place at the moment.
Plantinga with the ball into the box. Dicko collects well in the air. Very commanding in the air there, Dicko.
Yeah, he's you know what? You have to be a strong goalie in this league, and it looks like he's got good command of his area. His hair
cutting
is very,
inside.
I was just gonna say his hair is
holding up well. Played into. Oh, Levi just couldn't get the header to go anywhere. Nice and easy for Mitru. Go on, Mark.
I was just going to say, Dicko's hair is very reminiscent of a young Pinto from Barcelona's 2nd-string goalkeeper.
Very much so. So far, there's only been a couple of clear-cut opportunities for both sides. For Huskies whistling by the far post as the defense stood looking on. Plantinga inside to Adams. Taylor.
I love watching some beautiful passing. They're keeping possession. They're not seeing anything open, so they're not rushing the play. That's what I like to see.
Extremely important to have possession. That's how you win games. You have to have the ball to win the game.
Either that or blind luck.
UVic struggling to find the breakthrough with the 1 man up front there. Mitru sharply gets it back to his box to collect it in his hands.
Very smart play by Elliott.
Morgan. Millimok. Petroluk. Intercepted in the middle, but it comes back to the Huskies. Biso looking to turn his man. Is he away? They've made the breakthrough.
What a fantastic play by the young man that we've been talking about all night, Mr. Levi, connecting with Ebisoa. It's the perfect opportunity. He's running the ball. He plays it in. Ebisoa controls it. Nifty little backheeler pass back to
Great
Levi.
work by Biso. And Levi runs through with the ball, and you would have bet your house on him finishing that off.
Unfortunate for him. Fortunate for the UVic Vikes.
Plantinga heads it out of play. UVic skating on thin ice as Huskies start getting some better opportunities, I must say. Abiso. Well dealt with by Gavin Barrett. Always on their back. Such a good man marker.
Very strong man.
Plucked out there by Levi again. He's everywhere.
Causing all sorts of problem for the UVic Vikes. Needed a strong tackle in there to win the ball back in possession. And these Vikes, I mean, I'm sure Bruce in between the halftime is going to have a little word with the boys in the back line, but they are giving way too much space to Levi, and it's giving him an opportunity to create some havoc.
Let's take a look at that replay there. Levi collects it on the edge of the 18, and they have to stick 2 men on him to try and get the ball off him. Nice little turn in behind.
Very fortunate. He had Mike Abbey's skin there.
Oh, nice. Oh, shot from distance by, that looks like Pretty. And almost fumbled by Dicko. That was almost 25 yards.
Could have been a beauty.
Dicko will have to get some glue for those gloves if they're slipping that much. Ball by Morgan to nowhere. Runs out for a UVic goal kick.
Well, if he was like anything like Pinto, the real Pinto of Barcelona, he'd be wearing Aviata gloves, which, as we know, a former Vikes alum, Trevor Stiles, is involved with Aviata goalkeeping gloves. So there you go. There's always a connection here, Graham, with the UVic Vikes and the soccer world.
The world of soccer. The world of soccer. UVic, definitely not a bad team to be connected with. Bosch almost run out of play. Lucky to keep it in. True looking for Platinga. Well won. Mavrikos holds up. Lets the midfielders join in. Taylor with the ball across to Pretty. And Ravenhill making that surge and run from the left back spot. Oh, but
that touch from Pretty needed to be better.
Really poor, really poor. And now Saskatchewan look to break through Levi. Abiso collects on the edge of the 18. But UVic clean up.
You can hear Bruce Wilson on the sideline telling Pretty that he's got to have that ball a better pace to the surging Ravenhill. I mean, you don't make a 30-yard run like that from Raves and expect the ball to be passed behind you. You need it in front of you so you can run onto it. There's no opportunity, no chance for him to be able to slow down that pace. And
one of the most frustrating things for fullbacks is to make that long burst and run from deep, and it just comes to nothing. And then you've got to hustle your way back to defend the counterattack. Really frustrating for Ravenhill, but I'm sure he won't stop.
No, he's got a strong engine in him. He'll be running the whole match.
Another long ball there. Well, yeah, Colantino not doing too bad. A little loose. Morgan, the cool head in the middle there, plays it out wide. Ball bouncing around in the air. Morgan holds it up well, nice and strong. Plays it through to his back line. Ball over the top by Millimok. UVic seemed to let that drop in the middle. No one really challenging for it.
That one looks like...
Let's have a look at the replay there, Mark.
Looks like Levi and Adams colliding there for the ball. We'll get a better view here, but yeah, see that's an opportunity where Adams needs to leave his feet. He didn't go for the ball. Levi did. He stood still. Obviously, the call needs to be for Saskatchewan, which it was in that instance. I should say which it should have been in that instance.
Yeah, Adams letting it drop in the middle there. Never really a smart move to let the ball bounce. And almost a little too lazy. Which a few of the Vikes are starting to show a bit of laziness now. Getting a bit sloppy at times. Long ball from Taylor.
Fantastic ball by
Freddie
Taylor.
with a nice chest control. Can he ball? There's the ball Ravenhill was looking for as he breaks him into the play. And he flies by his marker, trying to cut it back. Mavrikas waiting on the edge of the 6. Just couldn't reach him. Freddie dropping into the left back spot in place of Ravenhill. Doing his defensive duties.
That is asking a lot of your...
And he's fouled. A little over-enthusiastic there from Holmes.
That's asking a lot from Malik, giving the ball there to Holmes. I mean, poor guy. He'd never get a chance.
No. Running into no man's land there. One end to the other from Mitru to Dicko. Plays out of the back with Gillot.
We're not dictating the play as much as I thought would happen at the start of the match.
The midfield seems to be struggling to get into the game as much as they possibly should. But I've seen a lot of long balls from both sides, to be honest with you. It's really tough to get a foothold in the game, but the counter seems to be working for them.
Mavrika's a good little touch.
Still onside. Morgan with a loose back pass.
Gillot did very well there. Very well to track back. Platinga was on his heels. Quality defending. Unfortunately for the Vikes, couldn't get an opportunity on net.
The clearance almost bounced back into the Huskies net, but hitting the side netting.
Yeah. Gillot's played all 6 games for the Saskatchewan Huskies as a starter. He's a quality player. He's had even 3 shots on net this season, which as a left back charging forward, you don't really get those opportunities very often, as you should know, Graham, playing that similar position, a similar role.
Very much. We're closing in on the halftime here. What do you think Bruce is going to do to get his troops in line?
You know what? They just need to maintain possession. Right now, they're playing the long ball. They're bypassing their midfield, not allowing their midfield to distribute the play as they should be doing. And really, they haven't really solved the front line of the Saskatchewan Huskies. The back line are trying to do their best, but they're always able to find Levi up front, who's been open.
Yeah, always finding space. Like out here on the left, picks it up on the edge of the box. What can he do with it? Oh!
Fantastic save. Fantastic save by Elliot Mitru. You gotta love stuff like that.
Incredible. Those are reflexes. Cat-like reflexes. Let's watch the replay on that one. There's Morgan, plays it forward to Levi. Levi cuts it back inside Hayashi, and looking for that top corner.
We just missed on the replay. So unfortunate. A fantastic save, flying through the air like Mr. Clean, cleaning up the save, cleaning up the net. Beautiful stuff by Elliot.
Well said, Mark. The resulting corner goes nowhere. And a long ball from Jalot, collected by Mitru. Those are the kind of saves that Mitru is famed for in his time at UVic, always keeping his team in the game. Misplaced header there from Jalot. And the linesman's called a foul in favor of the Huskies. Not really sure what he saw there.
It's a beautiful evening here tonight in Victoria, BC. The weather's holding out. Fans are enjoying it. Not too cold.
Well, especially not up here in the broadcast booth. Nice and toasty.
Yeah, I'm a happy camper.
And the referee blows for halftime.
Absolutely.
It's been a tight affair. Vikes 0, the Huskies 0. Shots have been... Probably the shots have been the best from the Huskies, I think.
Yeah, it looks like the Huskies have had 6 attempts on net in comparison to the Vikes' 5 attempts. Bruce Wilson now going into halftime's got to reinvigorate his troops. Probably going to make some changes here, and looks like the boys in blue are a little bit tired, but definitely looking forward to the second half, Graham.
I would imagine to see some substitutions in that second half is, I don't know if it's to do with tiredness or motivation, but they seem a little slack in the middle there.
Something Bruce will rectify, I'm sure.
And you know the likes of Cam Hundle and Craig Gorman will bring some danger to the UVic's play. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the second half.
You're watching an independently produced community access program. The viewpoints expressed are those of the community access producer and do not reflect those of Shaw Cable Systems. The program is presented in response to CRTC policy guidelines regulating community programming.
Welcome back for the second half of the Shaw TV broadcast of the Canada West matchup between the UVic Vikes and the Saskatchewan Huskies. At the halftime there, we saw Cam Hundal and Craig Gorman warming up, and it looks like they've taken the field for the second half.
Absolutely. It looks to me as if they've taken off Nico Mavrikos and put in Craig Gorman, number 26.
Unfortunate for him.
As unfortunate. And then it looks like Cam Hundal's coming into the match for Sam Pretty. And I thought Sam Pretty had a very good first half, actually. But they're looking for more attacking options here, and obviously Cam Hundal can provide that.
And the Huskies remain unchanged from the first half, looking to build on what they made happen with the danger of Brett Levi. Cam Hundal on the ball as always. Him and Levi playing similar style from what I've seen.
Yeah, they have close possession at their feet. It's very strong players.
They're long drive.
Asking a lot, Cole Antonio, with that drive, but if it was anywhere on net, that would have been a fantastic opportunity.
You would like to think the Huskies goalkeeper would have had that in his sights, but you never know. One in there by Colantino again.
So it looks as if
pointing the ball in the middle.
Looks as if Graham, they also substituted Platinga for Cameron Stokes.
Oh, they did.
On the right midfield.
Okay.
So there was 3 substitutions there at halftime.
Platinga had one of the better first halves of most of the UVic players, I thought.
Yeah, he played quite well, but I would agree with Bruce's changes here. What he's done is he's changed his outside midfielders. He's looking for them to create more opportunities on the flanks and cross those balls into the box. That's when they create a lot of danger in all the matches that they've won, that we've seen them last year win, or this year that they've won already. So he definitely sees a problem that they haven't been able to get the balls into the box from the flanks.
like we talked about earlier, them hitting those tired fullbacks.
Absolutely. Craig Gorman coming in. Nico Mavrikos played well in the first half, but I don't think he was getting the service that was necessary for him to be able to show everything that he's got.
Here goes Gorman down the left wing, cuts in beautifully outside of the boot. The late header from
That looked like that was
Craig
Taylor.
Taylor, yeah.
Good chance there, eh? Very skillful player, controls it very easily, cuts it through, and gets the ball into the box.
Go to the replay on that one, Mark.
Outside of the foot as well. Very difficult to do. See you later, Petrilik. As he gets the ball into the box. Taylor can't get enough oomph onto that header.
Header into the ground, didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Gorman and Hundle already making their presence felt. Flies by Malik.
You can hear that apology from Ravenhill to Cam Hundle on the TV. Not the greatest of pass. He knows it. He apologizes. On to the next play.
Field side Mike picking up everything. Let's keep it clean out there, boys. Long ball. Gorman trying to win in the air. Millenwalk seems to be really good in the air.
Yeah, strong player, a strong defender, and he's able to keep that ball away from the Vikes forward line.
Using his height to his advantage. Nice ball into the box, but no one's running in on the edge.
Ravenhill.
Is he going to hit it? Whoa.
What a cracker.
Rasping drive, aiming for that top right corner.
That's definitely where Mom hides the cookies. Ravenhill looking to try to get that ball into the top right. Unfortunately, a little bit wide.
Dico very happy to see it fly wide.
Yeah, he had no chance.
Yeah, his fingertips weren't quite long enough on that one, I don't think.
Shouldn't have cut his nails then, eh?
Oh, scrappy play from Ravenhill results in a free kick for the Huskies. Brian Holmes being hassled in the middle. Levi stepping up as usual. Trying to float one in, probably to the back post, I think. Let's take a look at the replay, Mark.
I think we're going to see here the foul from Ravenhill as he manhandles number 5, Holmes. Thank you very much for coming out, but that's my ball, he says.
A little illegal there, I think.
Well, that's why the call went against him.
The resultant free kick went into the box, but UVic were up to the task and got rid. Quick throw-ins from the Huskies, trying to get back at UVic. And they win the corner.
Very good play. That's looks to me as if they subbed Evasoa out of the field here, so we did miss that sub in the beginning, and it looks like it's Wilson Intignia who's come in. Young player coming from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
2010 and 2011 Moose Jaw Player of the Year, by the way.
Fantastic young athlete, looking to make a difference here in the second half for the Huskies.
Obviously a difference maker in his local leagues.
Yeah, tons of Canadian talent, Graham, coming from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, especially in football.
Haven't been there, so shouldn't say too much myself. Ravenhill looks long. Gorman can't control, and the ball trickles back to Dicko in goal. Looks to switch the play. Well, one in there by Morgan for such a short player. And there's the danger of Intigne. Let's see what he can do. Plays inside. Oh.
It's a tight play. Tight play. Not so sure if he didn't keep himself onside there, but the referee's assistant says, "No, sir, you are offside, and I'm going to call it." Good call.
Having none of it. Smart idea. Just couldn't pull it off. Malik with a throw. Click to him the way Bosch. Hundell and Gorman looking to try and link up there. Get something going in this game for themselves.
The physical presence of Andrew Ravenhill manhandling that athlete to the ground, winning the throw-in, and now, hopefully, stopping the play.
Wild kick out there by Taylor. I think he was a little lucky to get away with that one.
He definitely
misread
was.
the ball a little bit. Dangerous back pass. Mike Abbey got off with that one.
Craig Taylor, the lumberjack king, chopping wood all night long.
Ball into the box. And Gavin Barrett there to clean up. Ball forward. Nice and simple from Taylor. Picks out Hayashi. And now they can move it up the wing and get something going. Hayashi moving forward. Looking to switch it out. Bit of a wild cross ball to Ravenhill, sending him deep into his own half.
Yeah, that pass was in a whole different zip code, Graham. I'm not sure he meant to do that at all.
The opportunity was there for Ravenhill to start moving forward, but yeah.
Gives us another opportunity to look at Elliot Mitru here, though, at least. Nice long ball.
Fantastic. Cleared into touch.
Ravenhill taking the throw in there. Ravesy's Claremont secondary grad, and he's in his 4th year of studies here at the University of Victoria, taking humanities.
Bruce Wilson's obviously a very big fan of Ravenhill, as he's started most of the games he's been here since he came to UVic.
Absolutely, and he also started, the history on Ravenhill is that he started as a left midfielder, Graham, and Bruce Wilson saw an opportunity for him to be a very good left back, and since last season, the CIS championship year, he's had him playing there ever since.
And what a standout season he had. Definitely a main cog in the side that won the championship.
Yeah, absolutely. Also an important piece to the puzzle for the Victoria Highlanders. Again, a lot of these players and athletes compete with the Victoria Highlanders over the summer months.
Highlanders coming off a disappointing season, much would say, after the termination of Ian Bridge as head coach. Lots of changes going on there. Hopefully looking towards the future. Ravenhill with a big boot straight to a white man. Millenmock looking long for Antigone as he chases it down. Cleaned up by Abbey.
Pace of the play is slowing down a little bit. Seems like there's a lot of disjointed plays, Graham. We're not really...
Extremely, but then all it takes is one little bit of magic from the guy in the up top there, Antigone, to change everything.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice attempt ball through there by Contant.
The Vikes are not able to maintain control of the ball here, and it's just causing them all sorts of havoc in the back line.
Yeah, these long balls out are just really doing nothing for them. Saskatchewan seem happy to clean them up all day long.
It's a lot of the same that I saw yesterday during their 1-0 win, Graham. They were playing these long balls out, and at the end, in the last 30 minutes of the match, they just seemed to not be able to connect the passes together with their teammates and ended up causing more trouble than not. So it's really important for them to try to maintain possession.
And it appears the target man up top, which is right now Gorman, it always seems to be looking for that flick on rather than bringing it down on his feet. And really, there's no one running onto any flick-ons.
No.
He's alone up there. He needs someone like Hundal getting in tight, which we've seen many times before.
I would tend to agree with your analysis there, Graham. He needs to realize that he's the lone man up front and has to play players on, like we were talking about earlier with Divine Ebiso in the first half from the Saskatchewan Huskies. If you're going to act as a target man, you control the ball, you bring other players into the play. You don't try to be the one-man show and do it yourself. It's very difficult to do that.
Very much, yeah. The Huskies' front line there have definitely had that figured out a lot better. Haven't seen too much from Levi in the second half, though. Does that mean that UVic have quietened him down for the meantime?
Perhaps. I'm definitely confident that Bruce Wilson spoke to his team at the half and said, you boys need to be man-marking him tighter. And that's probably what we're seeing here in the first 15-20 minutes of the game.
Look to clamp down on him, yes. Ball given away in the middle there. Chance for UVic to break. Gorman plays in. That's Stokes on the outside right now. Poor cross in the end.
Needs to do much better with that, Graham. He needs to cut that ball to the byline, get himself over there, and get a hard cross across the box. Something as seems we aren't able to do.
And a long shot out from Craig Taylor.
Yeah, he was
really no need for it.
Writing a wish to Santa Claus there for a goal from the 35-yard box. That would have never happened any day of the week, I'm sorry to say, but he tried. Give him all the credit for that.
Oh, possible link up here from Huskies, but again, oh, is that Gavin Bard out here? Get a glimpse of Hundal on the ball there. Hope to see more from him in the next half hour or so.
Shots right now, Graham, are 8 for the Huskies, 7 for the Vikes in the 60th minute.
As far as the flow of the game has gone, I really don't think that reflects too well. As Huskies have had the much better opportunities. UVic need to get dangerous, and maybe they can do it through Cam Stokes. Drives the byline. Milamuk comes across and clears it for a corner.
Here's an opportunity. These are the chances that you have to capitalize on. Gorman's going to go take this cross. Obviously, they're going to bring the big boys into the top of the box. Mike Abbey and Wes Barrett. If they can get a little bit of a break away from their defenders and get a knock on into the middle of the box, this is where dreams happen, Graham.
Craig Gorman, a fantastic set piece taker. Let's see what he can do here. Curls it in short. And as it's happened on so many occasions this evening, it doesn't reach past the first defender.
Yeah, they're looking for that. They're looking for that flick on, Graham. That's what's happening. They're looking for that flick on. They want to knot it on, get the first man to touch it in, and create some havoc in the 6-yard box. Unfortunately, it's not coming off so far. And
lovely little ball over the top there. Flicks it over his man. Levi showing his skills. Seems to be a one-man show at times out there, though. For all those flicks and skills, he doesn't get too far at times. Craig Gorman turns his man really well, driving, looking to play in Cam. Hundal.
So composed on the ball. Beautiful play by Gavin.
Ravenhill holds off his man supremely. Oh, Stokes looked to have pulled off the incredible with that chest control, but just stepped over the line. Or they've called a handball, actually. Or an offside. Morgan spraying it wide. Players battling hard now. Really good attempt to start pushing for a winner.
It's games like this, Graham, that it just takes one mistake and a 1-0 goal line that's going to give someone the win.
Well put. Well put.
Yeah, that was the best way I could ever put it.
But I agree with what you were getting at there. Similar to last night, just get that one penalty or goal and it changes the game.
Absolutely.
It changes your season almost.
Well, Canada was such a tight division, Graham, and everyone's fighting for those 3 spots, the 3 spots that are going to advance you into the playoff picture. There's too many games that are still coming up ahead, so you need to get the points now. Any one of these teams can do it.
Morgan skins his opponent. Ravenhill.
That's you know what happened there, Graham? It's just.
Let's have a look at the replay. Talk us through it, Mark.
Well, unfortunately here, it was a beautiful play by Morgan. And as you can see, there was no chance that Andrew Ravenhill was going to let his mark get that ball. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm going to foul you. Lucky he didn't get a yellow card there. I'm sure the referee could have pulled out a card. He didn't. It's a little bit surprising. But in that area, honestly, in those situations, you almost need to pull that foul off. You can't let that man get free.
Something I'm sure Bruce Wilson made the most of it back in his days. If you're not going to get the ball, he's not going to get the ball.
Fans happy with that clearance.
Fortunately, Morgan a few inches too short there to latch onto the end of that long ball. Again, played out short out of the back with Gavin Barrett. And he whacks it straight into his opponent. A little lackadaisical, I think, there. But he's driven forward, playing off of Cam Hundle there. Cam Hundle, incredible close control. Ball comes in the box.
Get it in the box there. Can it go? It has. And there it is, folks. A mesmerizing, mazy run by Cam Hundle. Looking like a younger Lionel Messi. Beautiful play, beautiful footwork. Gets the ball to Cam Stokes, right around and in the back of the net. And that's what you have to see. That's what we like to see. Look at Cam Hundle here. What close quarter touches he has. Something that we all wish we could do. Can't do it. He can. Beautiful that he's on our team. Very big fan. Close quarter touch here. Skips past the defenders. Passes the ball to Cam Stokes. Right through into the center of the box. Guess what? Look who's there. Thank you very much. It's Wes Barrett.
Gavin Barrett, to be honest.
Sorry, Gavin Barrett, correct.
And Gavin Barrett being the one that actually whacked it off the opponent in the first place before Cam Handel picked it up and drove at the defense.
Yeah, starting the play and finishing the play. You can't. There's not enough superlatives in the world that you could explain how great of a player Cam Hundle is. He is just that good on the ball.
And he did it again there.
As he
nice
jinks
little
past his
back.
opponent. Absolutely.
That's the difference maker between players. There's those that can do all the tricks and skills, but it's that final pass. He played the simple one out wide, which created the opportunity.
Creativity is the thing that most players just don't have it, and Cam Hundle does.
This kid has it.
But the best thing about him, Graham, is that he's able to make the smart plays. He jinxed past 3 players there. Like 3 players. And got the pass off to Cam Stokes. That's excellent stuff.
You would have seen so many others like him try and go for that fourth man and go nowhere. Run into a brick wall. Not this guy. Huskies looking to make a substitution here. Referee hasn't called a stop and play. Well, we mentioned all game long the difference maker might be the second half, bringing on the danger of Gorman and Hundle. And how's it ever paid off?
You know, what ace is in your deck of cards if you have players like that that you can pull out in the second half, eh, Graham?
That's quite the bench to have behind you. Hayashi going up in the air. Now we'll get those substitutions, one for both sides.
You know, one thing I haven't mentioned, we'll get to these subs in a second here as soon as we figure out who's coming in, who's coming out. But the blue uniforms, the blue Nike uniforms of the Vikes, the 50th anniversary of the University of Victoria. These are special uniforms that the Vikes are wearing. They have a little patch on the arm, on the sleeve. It says 50th anniversary. The university is celebrating 50 years of being here, 50 years of excellence, and obviously the UVic Vikes as well. So they look fantastic. The boys love them, and they look good in them too.
Really sharp uniforms. There's Levi, the danger man, picking it up on the edge of the box. Oh! And it appears Mitru got a touch on that. It might have been dipping under the crossbar if not for the fingertip reflexes of Elliot Mitru.
It looks to me, and I might be mistaken, it looks just like the substitution that we made was for Bobby Ng in for Mike Abbey, which
you got that right, Mark. Ooh, Mitru clattered there.
That's going to be a foul there. Straight yellow card. Not even a word to Milmock, who just rammed through Elliot Mitru.
Milmock making it an easy decision for the referee, pulling out the yellow straight away. That's our first of the game. I feel that challenge is more clumsy than anything.
Yeah, well, he was trying his best to get to the ball. You know, it's at this point in the time in the game where you need to get that equalizer, so he's not caring too much who's in front of him. Poor Elliot's going to have to check his ribs, though, later today.
Yeah, that looked like a painful one.
We're there to bring it home. Shaw TV, your local voice.
Andrew Ravenhill trying to skin his man, and he ends up fouling him in the end. Attempting a little too much in his back end. The referee's not happy. Mr. Dan Greco there, not impressed with his attitude. Let's have a look at the replay.
That could have happened a long time ago, to be honest with you, Graham. It's lucky that Adam has gone this far without getting a card. His hands are just all over Holmes. He's been doing it a few times, showing his frustration there on the replay, but really at the end of the day, he probably should have had one a couple plays ago.
I think what made Greco go straight to his pocket was the dissent afterwards, after the call was made. It was pretty obvious. Mitru misses in the air. And they manage to save it. And get it cleared. Gorman looking to win the header. Again, a tough ask. Levi looking to pick it up. Down. Ooh.
Referee's going to let that run.
That was a tough challenge, to put it lightly.
You know, it looked to me like that was two hands from Davey Adams on Brett Levi, but I might be wrong on that.
Fortunately, the referee's not lucky enough to have a replay like we have.
There you go. Yeah, get to the ground. I want the ball. That's what he said right there.
Simple.
Very lucky to get away with that.
I think Dan Greco was looking the other way there.
So now the Huskies looking to come from behind, Graham. I'm struggling to see right now where they're going to find the offense.
Bruce Wilson's game plan seems to be working for him. They really do look a much tired side from the first half. Really struggling to deal with Cam Hundle and Craig Gorman. He's ghosting by his man, and he keeps it in. Yep, nothing from the linesman.
You wish Dominic Colantonio could have done better with that ball. Cam Hundle working so hard to keep it in.
Very much. The Huskies escaped easy there. Almost an opportunity for a second goal.
Mitru, the Rocket Man, with the ball straight in the air, out of play.
When in doubt, put it out. Gorman starting to get a bit of a hold on this game. Holding it up well and winning the throw-in. Smart play.
That ball's out.
Sorry, Bosch, you did not keep it in. Try as you might.
So with
Ravenel plays it long. Gorman with a flick on. Cam Hundle not reading it quite the same.
Well, it looks as if things are starting to settle down a little bit after that that goal. The Vikes really stifling the opportunities that Saskatchewan Huskies have. Definitely been all over number 10, Levi, and just not giving them any sniff of a chance right now.
Looked to have settled their nerves after a really tough performance in the first half. Just all over the place. Starting to get a control.
You know, that's what you get though, Graham, when you have such a dramatic change in lineup from the first day to the other. Now, we talked to Bruce and he said to us that the reason he does this is an opportunity for him to rest some players and really helped his performance last year that when he has such a strong bench. Now, it also caused that other problem where a lot of players aren't having game day match fitness and perhaps aren't very comfortable playing with each other. It's almost like a whole new squad, really.
It is. We've almost seen a completely new lineup since last night's match. Apart from the few stalwarts.
Yeah. And that's what you see now. Now we have the regulars, if you wish, on the field, and they're able to create more opportunities, more chances for the Vikes.
Fatigue setting in for Saskatchewan. Let's see if they can pull through. Find an equalizer. UVic actually starting to play it on the ground more. But, oh.
Some dangerous balls there. Barrett asking a lot of Adams. Adams' concrete foot, unfortunately, first touch didn't help him at all, but he was able to get the tackle to regain possession.
That's the important part.
That is the important part, Graham.
Get it back. Well, one there in the middle. Cam Stokes doing not so bad for himself.
Well, Saskatchewan worked it really well over there. Very composed.
Good work at the back there from Gillot. Bit of a slice crossfield ball that's easily cut out by Gillot.
You know, I don't understand a ball like that. I really don't get it. Why does it need to go past the midfield? Why can't an open David Adams ask for the ball, receive it, pass it back, and replay the possession instead of kicking it and hoping that you're going to control the play. I truly don't get that, Graham.
Unfortunately, it just seems to be the game plan of Bruce Wilson, which obviously works for him. They seem to be looking for that quick crossfield ball rather than playing it through the middle slowly.
Sure, absolutely. And you know what? It is two different styles of play. You're watching a Huskies squad that do like to pass the ball around and play in their midfield, and you're seeing a Vikes squad that likes to hoof it. It's definitely two different styles of play, and we'll see which one wins out at the night.
Exactly. Ooh, nice flick on there by Gorman.
Ooh, very tough tackle.
Sloppy tackle from Morgan, but referee's happy with it.
I think the referee played advantage there, Graham. Whatever advantage he saw.
Hundal got it on the near side in the corner. The ball seems to just stick to his feet. Fantastic ball out wide.
Ooh. Great opportunity. Cam Stokes controlling a beautiful pass from Cam Hundal, slicing it a little wide of the net, unfortunately for him. But fortunate for our João Pinto, I should say. João Pinto lookalike from Barcelona, Dico.
Definitely seen a few attempts from distance in this match. And again, another long ball over the top to nowhere, and it runs out for a throw-in.
Looks as if another substitution is getting made.
Looks like the sub Intigne has been pulled.
It's a little strange one.
Yeah. He seemed to be dangerous, but obviously they didn't feel he was linking up with Levi enough.
I'm just wondering if he was if he caught a little injury there, perhaps.
Possibly, yes.
Or if this is more of a tactical substitution. Nonetheless, it looks like Scott Myra, number 7, is coming in to replace Wilson Intignia. Quick visit from Wilson. See you later. I guess those Moose Jaw boys aren't the greatest starters after all. Scott Myra coming from Calgary, Alberta. Played for RE United and is an arts and science major over at the University of Saskatchewan.
Vikes moving the ball a bit quicker now. Cam Stokes doing well to hold on to it. Plays it inside to Hundal. Hundal picks out.
Here we go. Cut that in.
Can he get in back? Can he find someone? Gorman tries the kick.
Get in there, Gorman.
Where's it gone?
Gorman's done it. Gorman has done it.
Incredible. How did that go in?
You know what? That was the messiest goal I've ever seen. Some people might say that's a natural striker. I'm not so certain.
Let's take a look.
Just a messy ball in here from Colantonio. Gorman gets it, still works hard. Oh, that's exactly what happened. Petriliak fell to the ground, gave a chance for Gorman to get another poke, which he said, "Thank you, sir. I accept your challenge. This ball's going in the back of the net."
Petriliak losing his balance at the vital moment, leaving Gorman with an empty net to poke it home.
Oh man, how unfortunate that must feel when you just know the ball's right there and I'm going to clear it. Oh wait, I've fallen to the ground and I have no chance of getting it. You feel bad for him.
Oh wow. What do you do?
Just for a few seconds.
You move on. Kind Huskies get something going, but the legs really are tiring. Here we have Cam Hundal playing it out wide.
Colantonio in again. Here it is. The ball skips through Dicko. Oh, he fluffed the ball.
That's all you can say. It's just a fluff.
Oh my goodness, he.
At the moment when you need him to be on top.
The worst timing to have an air ball. He had an air ball.
1 yard out from your goal line.
Not a good time to do that at all.
Goalkeeper out of position after being skinned.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate one for the Huskies. Obviously, he'd love to have that one back. It's not going to happen. Vikes lead 2-0 in the 81st minute. 11 shots on net for the Vikes compared to the Huskies at 8, Graham.
Thanks for joining us for tonight's Shaw TV broadcast of the UVic Vikes versus the Saskatchewan Huskies. I'm Graham Tuke on play-by-play, and right next to me here on color, Mark DeFrias.
It's been a fantastic evening of soccer so far, Graham. I mean, we couldn't ask for better weather at least. Maybe the play has been a little bit disjointed, but we've seen some good touches here and there, and I think you can't ask for anything more. And a great testament to university soccer here in Canada.
Ball whipped in. All I can say, Marco, on that note is, yeah, you called it. Bring on the likes of Cam Hundal and Craig Gorman. Changes everything.
Absolutely. I mean, these players have shown why they were so good last year as the CIS national champions. It was the dynamic duo of Craig Gorman and Cam Hundal that helped steer this club, this organization, to the finals last year. And we're seeing it again this year. They have this uncanny ability to work hard together and get these opportunities. And since they've come onto the pitch, and Cam Stokes, let's not leave him out, it's been a whole different attacking threat from the University of Victoria.
You can definitely see why the Whitecaps of MLS decided to take a look at him over the summer as he played for their PDL side. Putting in some really good, tricky performances. Also been scouted by Nick Dazovic of the U20 Canadian program. Big future ahead of him, I feel.
Yeah, you know, Cam Hundal, he's one of those players to watch for sure. If he can really continue to perform and develop as an athlete, I think he has an opportunity to really push his chances here in North American football.
Sorry, Mark, the Huskies broke into the box there, but the final ball lacking to say the least. Drifts well wide of the goal, neither cross nor shot.
You know, Bruce Wilson will be very pleased with this performance thus far. It's a typical Bruce Wilson win. Stifle the opposition, don't give them any opportunities to take chances on that, and move the ball forward and get your chances when you can.
And right as you call that hoof, what do? Play it long.
Yeah. What does Bruce say on the sideline? Well done, David. It works. It obviously works. You know, it might not be the best football to watch, Graham, but this is no Barcelona side we're watching today. But it's getting results, and that's the most important thing, is the W.
Yeah, we're not quite looking at 90,000 in the stands tonight, so it's a case of getting the big W.
Absolutely.
Everyone wants to see a side in the playoffs, and that's what Bruce Wilson's going for. The Vikes, their next matches are up against Fraser Valley in a doubleheader.
Tough game, Graham. Very tough. Most importantly, because that's the team that they're up against.
Sorry to interrupt. Craig Gorman there making inroads, but his cross, unfortunately, took a deflection. And
yeah, what I was saying there, Graham, is that Fraser Valley is the team that's in 4th place right now. So this win against the Huskies, if it remains a win, it's a huge opportunity for them to build a gap between themselves and Fraser Valley. And then next week, when they have that doubleheader, even more so important to create those wins, because that's a spot they need to be in if they want to be in the playoffs. It's 3rd place or higher.
Some really important breathing space. UVic Cascade is definitely a completely different site from what we saw last season.
Yeah, they've had a few changes there, Graham. They're a younger squad from what I've seen, and they've had some great results so far this year in the Canada West. I'm sure they'll be able to push hard. It's a tough group, the Canada West, especially the Pacific Division, when you have UBC, Trinity Western, the UVic Vikes, national champions, and obviously Fraser Valley. Those 4 are the ones always fighting for one of the 3 spots.
Gorman getting stuck in there on the Huskies back line, drop into Cam Hundal, goes to the byline, crosses it in, but Deco, safe hands, and plays it out quickly, looking for that counter. but plenty of blue shirts behind the ball. We're approaching the final 3 minutes of the game. Not quite sure how much stoppage time is going to be indicated by Gus on the far side there. It's surely too late for the Huskies now, you would think.
Well, they haven't breathed their last breath yet, Graham. There's still a lot of football that remains. Anything's possible. We've all seen it happen. But the Vikes are in good stead to walk away here with 3 points if they keep playing the way they're playing.
Cam Stokes wide open. Can he reach it? No. Well intercepted there. Gillette did well.
Yeah, he did all right there. I'm not going to say he did well when he gave away a throw-in to the UVic Vikes there, Graham, but that was a searching ball from Andrew Ravenhill. You'd hoped it would have been a little bit low and harder so that would have get past Gillette, but now look at the Vikes. They got control of the possession and have an opportunity here, hopefully for a cross and or a corner. Looks as if actually they're looking to waste a little bit of time here. Just run the clock out.
Yeah, smart tactics at this stage of the game. Make Saskatchewan chase you as much as possible. Make the ball do the work.
That's how smart teams win championships, Graham.
And one of those we do have.
Actually 5.
The most recent coming last season.
Most recent coming last season, that's correct.
Fantastic. There's a surging Cam Hundal going at his defender. Patrolek got down really well to put that out to touch.
Got it in there. Gorman, another opportunity. Can't nip it in though.
Hundal always dangerous. Huskies looking to counter, but the midfield trio clean up as always. They haven't been pretty, but they've been effective.
That's all you need to be in this sport, it looks like. Quality defending, even better attacking, wins you football matches. What did Bruce say to us at the beginning of the game, Graham? You need to score more goals than you let in.
And looking at the scoreline right now, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Pure genius, isn't he now?
I'm sure that's what Sir Alex Ferguson goes into every game thinking.
Yeah, absolutely. Sits there pondering how to score more goals than the other team.
Who came up with it first, Bruce or Alex?
You know what? That's something that we're going to have to leave for another day, I think.
Dangerous play by Gavin Bard as he lets it drop. Didn't really know what he was going to do with it. Didn't know if he wanted to play it back to Matru or take control himself, and kind of just brought it down nicely for the Huskies to attack. Levi been quiet in the second half. Really been on his own, I think. Struggling to have the men making the runs off of him. There's the languid frame of Milamok winning the ball in the air.
We've already reached the 90th minute, Graham. Only a few more minutes here remaining in this match. I don't suspect that Danny Greco has very much time and injury that he's going to add to it, so we'll probably hear a whistle pretty quickly, if not imminently.
Only moments away with the score. Sit in UVic Vikes 2, Saskatchewan Huskies 0. Any words on man of the match, Mark?
Yeah, it's a tough one actually. I haven't I haven't seen Adams put in a wrong foot today in that center back position, or sorry, that defensive midfield position. He's played quite well, really contained the game. I think I'd also throw in Colantonio, number 21, in center mid, into the mix. Obviously, I don't think I can throw Hundle or Gorman off the list, but them coming in halftime, I don't think it'd be fair to say that they were the MVP, because in the first half, those two did a lot of work, David Adams and them. So
Very true.
I think for me, I'll have to go with David Adams. Yourself?
I fully agree with David Adams. Again, Craig Gorman and Cam Hundal showing their effectiveness off the bench, but the fact we got a clean sheet shows you how important that defensive midfielder is.
Absolutely. He was there. He maintained possession. He distributed the ball when he had to, but most importantly, he came in to make those crunching tackles. Thought he had a very good game, and I'll give him my nod for sure.
That win against the Saskatchewan Huskies puts Victoria up above UBC to second place in the Pacific Division. Obviously all dependent on UBC, as they have quite a few games in hand, but right now we'll take second place.
Yeah, absolutely, Graham. It looks like we're walking away now with 13 points on the season, a 4-3-1 record, and 17 goals for, 9 against. What's even better than that?
Handing Saskatchewan their first loss of the season.
Well, that's great too. I was going to say being unbeaten at home, always a good thing.
Very true words.
Yeah, very good. We're standing here at field level after the match with game MVP, at least in our eyes, David Adams. David, that was a fantastic match, a great win for your boys, 2-0 here at home. How do you feel about the night so far?
It was a big weekend for us, coming off that win last night against Alberta. We just wanted to keep that momentum, and we knew we were going to be in tough against Saskatchewan, their first place in the other division, the Prairie Division, so it's really nice to get that win tonight. Absolutely, and now you guys have 2 wins here at home. You guys are looking forward to a strong game next weekend against the University of Fraser Valley, who are a team that you're trying to hold off here for that 3rd spot in the Pacific Division. So what do you have to do moving forward here this week? Everybody just needs to get mentally prepared again. Every week leading up to the game, the training needs to be raised each week heading as you go forward into playoffs. And like you said, Fraser Valley is a big team to beat for us. We need 6 points, take some points away from them, and secure our spot in playoffs for CIS West. Absolutely, and you said to me earlier before the interview that you went through a little bit of a meat grinder yesterday against the University of Alberta. How are you feeling tonight? Once you get playing, it's fine. The knocks don't feel so bad, but I'll definitely be feeling it tomorrow. Good. Well, thank you very much, and congratulations on a big win. Thanks very much. All right, and joining me at field level now is Bruce Wilson. Bruce, fantastic win for the boys tonight after a tough match yesterday against the University of Alberta Golden Bears. What do you think of the evening?
It was great, actually. The whole weekend was very good. We knew going into this weekend against Alberta in particular and Saskatchewan that we really needed 6 points, and the boys fought hard and played, I thought, very well in both games. And in particular, Saskatchewan tonight, I tell you what, they were a very good team. I was very impressed with them. They have an awful lot of new young players, and I think you're going to have to look out for them as the season goes on. Absolutely. It looked to me also that it was a tale of 2 games, the first half compared to the second half. You said that at the beginning of the match you were going to rest a few players, and in the second half it seemed like you brought in the big guns to finish the job. What are your thoughts on that? It's true, actually. We did start a 5 or 6 different players in the game today that didn't play much yesterday. It's a tough schedule when you're playing Saturday or Friday night, Saturday night. It's tough on the players, and if you have a roster that you believe in and that are fairly equal, it's good to be able to switch players up, and we did. And as you say, at halftime we were able to bring on Gorman and Cam Hundell and the other Cam Stokes, and I thought we took the game to them and we scored 2. Yeah, you absolutely sure did. And now next week we look forward to you guys playing against Fraser Valley in a doubleheader matchup, a team that's in 4th place right now, currently biting your guys' heels, trying to catch up to you. So what are your thoughts going into this week preparing for that? Yes, we know even before the season began, we thought that it would come down to this next weekend. Even if we split with them, I think would be good results for us. We're certainly going to go out and try and win both, but a split would be good, I think. I know tonight they ended up getting a penalty shot in the 90th minute, and they tied Alberta 1-1. So they did drop 2 points, so we're pleased about that. So, but it will be a tough weekend.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, Bruce, for joining us this evening, and congratulations on the 3 points.
Thank you very much.
A little bit of excitement in the second half there from some super subs. Gave us some goals through Cam Hundal and Craig Gorman.
Yeah, absolutely, Graham. It was a fantastic evening of football. The weather held out for us, which you can't complain about. It was interesting, the comparison from the first half compared to the second half. Two very different sides from the UVic Vikes. And once Cam Hundal, Cam Stokes, and Craig Gorman came, you saw a very big difference in the quality of play and the opportunities that they had. And 2-0, you can't complain about that. 3 points.
Huge win at home. This puts us in good stead for the rest of the season in the Pacific Division, moving us up to second place. Although we're still UBC with a few games in hand, everything can change. But next week, with next games upcoming with University of Fraser Valley, everything's played for.
Absolutely, Graham. It was a fantastic evening, and we have a lot to look forward to.
Thanks.